welcome back to my channel. Hello. I know I have not talked to you guys in a while. I took the last week off from YouTube and my study Instagram. I had a lot going on. I had job interviews. I didn't feel the best physically, but we are starting over. So welcome to a productive start to the week. It is 10:48 in the morning. I've been up since about 6, but I got out of the bed at 10 and I got ready for the day. I ate breakfast and I am now enjoying my coffee and my full body chills mug. Shout out to Crime Junkie. But yes, like I said, we're going to have a very productive start to the week. We are going to do some homework. Aaron is at work, and then once he gets off work, we are actually going to the gym. I have to finalize our gym membership because I just am not feeling this working out at home thing anymore. So we're gonna get a gym membership. We're gonna go to the gym later. I bought a lot of new pre-workout flavor, so I'll show you guys that later. And then we're gonna eat dinner. We're just striving to eat healthier and just a lot better than what we've been doing. So yeah, that's the plan for today. My multicultural class ends this week. This is the last week for the class. I am finishing up my last couple of weeks of class. So I have this countdown app and we are going to see, I have 35 days until graduation and I am so excited. I cannot wait to graduate. However, I'm probably going to be starting a doctorate program right after that, so I don't get too much of a break. But yes, I need to make a to-do list. So we're going to do that and then we're going to get started on the actual work that we have. I just want to come on and start the vlog and say good morning. I missed you guys. How are you? Let me know down in the comments. I know a lot of you guys are starting in your counseling programs. Let me know how it's going. Let me know what classes you're taking, if you're struggling with anything. So yes, let me make my to-do list and I will come check in with you guys right after. It is a little bit later. It is 12:50 and I did a couple of things on my to-do list. So I made my study Instagram post because I just had to get back onto that. I'm vlogging right now, so I guess I can cross that off. And then I started my chapter for my multicultural class. Right now I'm about to work on my weekly report. I have one that's about 75% done. I just have to do the theoretical orientation I used for this client, and I'm going to do the diagnoses and clinical impression. Then I'll be done with that one, but then I'm starting a brand new one. I like to start a brand new one before I finish one just because the hardest part, it's not really hard, it's just the most time consuming part, is typing out the demographic information, presenting issue, history of presenting issue, and background information. After that, everything just kind of goes by super quick. So yes, that is what I'm getting ready to do. I'm not hungry just yet, so I'm drinking my water, still drinking some coffee. And yes, you guys can probably hear my neighbors screaming. But yes, we're just moving through our to-do list. I don't know if Aaron is going to get off early or not, but if he does, we'll go to the gym a little bit earlier. I need to figure out what I'm going to take for lunch. This is my last week in the hospital, so my last day at the hospital is going to be on Thursday. So that is pretty exciting. Later on this week, I want to talk to you guys just about jobs and job interviews and things that I have going on. Matter of fact, let's talk about that now. So I kind of just want to talk to you guys about going on job interviews and how to face and accept and, you know, get over the rejection of not getting a job. So like I said in the first clip, I have 35 days until graduation. So I have started applying to jobs. I have done a ton of interviews. I will say I've done the first round of interviews for 2 jobs. Yes, 2 jobs. And after just speaking with everyone, I didn't really get a good vibe. Decided not to go through with the second interview. Also, as you guys can see, I'm not naked. Sorry. So yes, with the 2 jobs, I went through the first round of interviews. I got invited back for the second round, but I just wasn't getting a really good vibe. So after that, I had 3 other interviews, and I kind of ranked them based on how I felt about the job and proximity to my house. So there was one job that I had my number 1. It was in a really nice downtown area. I really liked the population that I would have been working with. I did the first round of interviews, and then I went in for the second round, and I talked with the director of clinical services. I don't think that was his exact title, but that's essentially what he was. And we had a really good interview. I talked to the person under him who would have been my direct supervisor, and you know, it seemed like it was going really well. He was like, oh, if I could hire you right now, I would, and blah blah blah. Met with her. It seemed like everything was going really well. And again, that was my first choice. He called me back a couple of days later and told me that I did not get the position. It sounded like they wanted someone to start it right then and there, but I was not able to start until I finished my internship hours, which are due on the 13th because I go to my internship Monday through Friday, as you guys know. So there was no way for me to do the onboarding or training or anything. And I couldn't do my internship hours there. 1, because like I said, we're at the end of the semester. There's no way that I can add another site. And 2, because it would have been my job. I would have been getting paid for it, and I cannot legally get paid for my internship hours per the state of Illinois. So that was completely understandable. That was my first pick, and it was a little heartbreaking, but I had to do what I tell my clients to do all the time, and I had to practice that radical acceptance and just accept that they chose someone else for the position for whatever reason it may be, and I had to move on. I had an interview at a hospital, which is actually the sister hospital to the hospital that I'm at completing my internship at now. And I fell in love. They had a ton of different floors, and what really sold me on it was not only the vibes that I got from the person who would be my direct supervisor, but also they have a military unit, and if you do not know, I'm from a military family, and I ultimately want to end up working at the VA. So just knowing that they had a military unit was just like really what sold me on the place, and I did the interview there. I ended up getting offered a position there. So that's really exciting. The only downside is it is about an hour-ish away from my house, and it is really close to the most hectic, busiest airport in Illinois, which is O'Hare Airport. If you've been through there, then you know. So the traffic through there is horrendous. So I was like, I don't know, that's not really practical, because like it's an hour in theory, but once you tack on like traffic and all that, it just, yeah, I can't take the train because that would make the commute from an hour to 3 hours. So that didn't work out. So what I ended up doing was contacting my would-be supervisor and saying, hey, is it okay if I have office hours starting at 7, so that way I can skip the morning traffic and I would get off at 3:30 instead of 4:30 and skip the afternoon traffic. She said okay. She was willing to accommodate that until I was able to move out that way. And so there's that. I had my second interview for another place that's a little bit closer in community mental health with children and adolescents. I had that second interview on Wednesday, I want to say. Yes, it was last Wednesday, and I should be hearing back about that this week. So I'm kind of up in the air with those two right now. I did have a third interview that I was offered a job at, but based on the way that they do pay and all of that, I just decided that that wasn't the best fit for me. I really liked the company and what they stood for, but it wasn't a consistent rate of pay. It just kind of fluctuated and things were weird, and I just realized that was not the best option for me. So I'm not going to accept that offer. So it is between the hospital and the community mental health. Ultimately, I am going to be looking at pay and looking at distance and all of that. So if the community mental health offers about the same amount I would make at the hospital, I would ultimately take that position because it is a little bit closer. However, if I don't get that job, or if they don't offer as much as the hospital, then I would just stick with the hospital. So yeah, just continue applying to places. I know it's nerve-wracking and having to go on these interviews and not getting the job, or it not being the pay that you want or the benefits that you want, and it is definitely a little heartbreaking, but I definitely encourage you to keep applying and to keep putting yourself out there. It gets easier. If you guys want any interview tips, I can give you some of those in another video. But yes, that's just been my experience. I would also suggest you applying to jobs more closer to your graduation date, just because, like I said, I have about 30 days left until graduation. And by the time I finish all of the rounds of interviews and do the onboarding and background checks and drug tests, I would have graduated. So yes, that is my little spiel on jobs and job interviews and what I have going on. I will of course let you guys know which job I pick the minute I sign a job offer. So yes, I'm going to get to work on this weekly report now, and I will come check in with you guys. Hello, and everyone. It is a lot later now and I look disgusting. It is 8:01 and I just got back from the gym and grocery shopping, and I feel great. I did 50 minutes on the treadmill. It was supposed to be 12:3:30, but it turned into 12:3:50. So yes, there's that. So after that, we went to the grocery store and got some groceries, and I got some healthier snack options to take with me for lunch. So now we are getting ready to cook dinner. I'm going to take a shower and wash my face and just really do my entire hygiene routine because I feel disgusting. So yes, I can show you guys what I wore to the gym, and then we're gonna get started cooking. Okay, so this was the outfit that I chose for the gym. I have on this black tank top. Excuse my mirror, it's disgusting. I have on this black tank top from Target, white sports bra from Target, leggings are from Amazon, and then I just have on my olive green Nikes. And yes, that is the fit for what I worked out in. Yes. So I am going to go start making dinner, and then we're going to do our hygiene routine and get ready for bed. And yes, we've had a really productive day, a really good start to the new week. I need to pick out my outfit for tomorrow. I need to pack my snacks and stuff and put everything up that I need to take for lunch, and just pack my bags and get everything ready because we have our internship bright and early at 8 a.m. No, 9 a.m. Tomorrow's Monday. So yes, let's go cook dinner. We also got some new flowers for the office. I don't know if you guys can see them really well. Let me change the lighting. But yes, these are just what they look like. I'm trying to get a new bouquet of flowers every week to keep in my office because I feel like it just brightens it up. I want to hang up this stuff right here. I need to organize this. There's going to be like an office redecoration video coming sometime soon, but yes, I just really like how this just brightens up the space. I just want to hang up some stuff. So we have a lot of work to do in here, a lot of stuff to get rid of, as you guys can see. So videos for that coming soon.